the anime zone now, bitch. So, anime has gotten more and more popular over the past couple of years, and you're wondering how to get into that. Well, let me help you with that. So there's two main ways that anime fans nowadays watch their anime. Either they watch already fully released shows, or they watch seasonal anime, which come out every summer, autumn, winter, and spring. If you're going to go the seasonal route, right now is the perfect time to get into that, because next season there's going to be a certain anime coming out by the name of... Hey, Future Cedix here to tell you that I recorded this video actually months ago and then foolishly decided to try to learn a new editing software. So whatever I'm going to say about what anime are airing this season, I'm talking about fall 2022, and right now we are in spring 2023. So that's not really up-to-date information anymore. A lot of the shows that I'm talking about are actually really good, so I still would recommend watching it, like Chainsaw Man, for example, that I'm going to talk about in just a second. But spring 2023 is actually wrapping up soon. We're already in like week 11 or something like that. Usually that's 12 weeks, by the way. So I'm probably going to make a video in the near future, hopefully. I'm not going to take 9 months again to edit that one, where I'm going to talk about which anime I'm going to be watching next season, summer 2023. So look out for that if you want more recommendations than what I'm already giving. I mean, this entire video is pretty much me giving recommendations on what anime to watch if you're starting out. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and continuing on with the video. Chainsaw Man, you can just watch that. Everyone is going to be talking about that, and you're gonna have a great time because it's probably gonna be really good. I don't know, I haven't read the manga. There's also a lot of other great anime coming out next season, but a lot of those are like season 2, season 3, stuff like that. People are going to be hyped for that. Mainly, the other one I maybe recommend is Spy Family. It's an anime where season 1 just aired a few months ago this year. It just has 12 episodes. You can catch up on that really quickly because anime episodes are only 24 minutes an episode, so it's going to be really easy to catch up. Now season 2 is going to be airing next season, and it's just a great anime. The website livechart.me is really good if you're going the seasonal route because it has all the upcoming shows listed. It is listed when all the new episodes are coming out, and it has a small synopsis you can read so you know what every new show is going to be about. Now, if you're going to go the classic binge route of watching shows that have already been released, I really recommend going to the website My Anime List. Most anime fans use this website because you can make an account and track which anime you've already watched, and you can give them a score. And there's a list on that website. It's just the top 100 anime where they listed the anime that have gotten the best scores from a lot of people. So if you're going to want to start getting into anime and you just want to binge some shows to see what it's all about, I recommend generally just going to the top 100 list of there and then picking something. Maybe you click on something, read the synopsis. If it sounds interesting, go watch that. If you're too lazy to go on any of those websites, by the way, don't worry, I have some recommendations ready for you based on which genre you like. Because, you know, anime, just like every other form of media, is divided into different genres. Maybe you already know what you like from what type of stuff you've watched so far. Maybe you're really into romance, drama, action. I've got stuff for you. By the way, all these recommendations are also just really popular anime that you're going to find in the top 100. I made sure to not pick too much obscure stuff, so you're going to have an easy entry anyway. And the first category I'm going to list is just anime that are easy entry for Westerners. Maybe it's already pretty similar to other stuff that releases in the West, and it doesn't have too much Japanese culture brought into the story. And yeah, the recommendations are as follows. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, great show. 91 Days, also great. Attack on Titan, you've probably already heard about that one. And any Studio Ghibli movie. I hope you already know Studio Ghibli. If you don't, it's just an animation studio that makes a lot of fantastic movies with the legendary movie director Hayao Miyazaki. Maybe you've heard his name before. And most of their movies are great. You can't really go wrong with any of their movies. And superheroes have taken over the West the past couple of years, so I also put in My Hero Academia. Be aware that a lot of people think the anime is kind of falling off, and it's also in its 6th season already, which is also airing next season, by the way, if you want to catch up really quickly. But I personally still think it's pretty good, and most people thought it was pretty good in the beginning, so I think it's at least worth trying out. Then Great Pretender, Psycho-Pass, and Terror in Resonance, which I don't think I've ever pronounced the English title for that whatsoever because I'm German and I usually use the Japanese titles. Next genre, we have action. In the action genre, we have Demon Slayer, Haikyuu, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, and Jujutsu Kaisen, also all really popular anime. If you like action, you can't really go wrong with any of these. Next up, we have the romance genre, which is one that I personally enjoy a lot more, which is probably why I have a lot more recommendations in this one than in the other ones.
Oh my god, can we stop watching romance anime?
No, it's getting good.
I see that every single time.
Wait.
No.
So here we have Angel Beats. This one's also a little on the weirder side already, but I'm pretty sure you can get into that pretty easily. It's one of the most popular anime, so most people that watch it are going to like it. Your Line April, Ore Monogatari, Kuzu no Honkai, Kuzu no Honkai, English title is Scum's Wish. My Dress Up Darling, Wotaku ni Koi wa Muzukashii. I forgot to look up the English title for that, but it's probably on screen. And Wotaku ni Koi wa Muzukashii is great if you want to watch romance that is not between high schoolers, because something that you're going to realize when you watch anime is that a lot of it plays in high school. Under the risk of dating this video even further, I do have to mention here also another recommendation. The last episode just aired yesterday. It's called The Dangers in My Heart, and I absolutely fucking love that anime. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I already knew I was gonna give it a 10 out of 10 if the episode quality didn't suddenly fall down a cliff weeks ago, even though I try to not give those out too frequently, and I also don't really usually give those to stuff that is still ongoing. Second season's already announced. The manga's still ongoing. But I absolutely just love the show, and I think, if you like a good romance, maybe it should be here in the recommendations, because a lot of people apparently dropped it in the first couple of episodes because they found it kind of off-putting.
But the people are retarded.
Yeah, I highly recommend that one. It's on Amazon Prime, and you should give it a watch. Next up, we have the drama genre. Here we have Violet Evergarden. March Comes in Like a Lion, one of my personal favorites. And also, I don't think it's that giga popular, but it's also in the top 100 list, so I put it in here. A place further than the universe. Next up, we have the comedy genre. Here we have Konosuba. Wait, what the fuck is Konosuba's name in English? I think it's also just Konosuba. It's gonna be on screen, okay? You can just check it out. And Shimoneta. Next up, we have a couple of movies. I thought maybe if you prefer movies over watching TV series, or maybe you just don't want to invest that much time into starting out watching your first anime, and you just want to kind of dip your toes into it and see what it's like, watch a 2-hour movie and be done with it. Here we have a lot of popular movies from the past couple of years, being Your Name and A Silent Voice. Those are both great movies. And then a classic in Akira, and Promare, also one of the newer movies, I would say. And if you just want to get thrown into the deep end and you want to watch some weird shit, maybe something that's really regarded as a modern classic, but it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more difficult to get into because of its subject matter, Neon Genesis Evangelion is exactly what you want. Then we also have the Monogatari series, very grounded in Japanese folklore, and also very weird at times, just with the way the humor is structured, the way it's directed. Everything about that show is kind of strange. Then we have the Fate series, which is just a big, how do I even fucking explain that? Then we have the Fate series, which is kind of evolved into this massive franchise that has a lot of lore behind that. If you really want to dig into the lore of a series and you want to get into it very deeply, the Fate series is exactly what you want. Then we have K-On! This one could also kind of fit into the comedy genre, but the problem, and also why I only have 2 anime in the comedy recommendations, is because a lot of comedy anime are also part of the slice of life genre, which is kind of mundane. Just in anime we call it yashike, which means it's a healing anime. It's for when you get home from work, you just want to watch something and chill. K-On! Is perfect for that, and you can see if you like that sort of show. There's also other great examples of that, such as Yuru Camp and many, many more. And also there's Kill la Kill, great action anime, but it's also very, very weird, which is why it's in this part of the list. Now you might also be wondering, where do I watch all these anime? Well, in the past couple of years, because anime has gotten more and more popular, a lot of the streaming services that you probably already have, such as Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu and whatever you have, already picked up a lot of anime. And there's obviously Crunchyroll, which is kind of the streaming service if you want to watch anime specifically. So yeah, those streaming services that you already have are probably already enough. But if we're being honest, probably the way most anime fans nowadays still watch anime is pirated. Now, I'm not going to recommend you pirate anime, and I'm not going to tell you where you could pirate anime. I'm just saying the anime piracy subreddit does exist, and they probably already have a million threads there asking what's the best website to watch anime on. And you can probably find your information there if you really want it. Now, maybe if you're more interested into the anime stories themselves, but you're not really into the medium, and you really like reading, I could recommend you also get into manga, which is basically just anime but as a comic version. A lot of anime are based on manga, such as the upcoming Chainsaw Man. This is why I can guarantee you already that it's going to be really hyped, because the manga of it has been really hyped for years now. And yeah, they're very quick and easy to read. Depending on where you live, they're also pretty cheap to acquire. So if you like reading, get into manga. Hey, Future Cedix here again with one more thing that I think I forgot to mention in the video, which I've also just majorly gotten into in the past few months, which is this handy dandy little app called Manga Plus, where you can watch, where you can read manga from pretty much the most popular manga magazine in Japan, Shonen Jump, officially licensed for free. Well, the catch is you can only read each chapter one time, but if you, like me, and you have a tablet and a phone, which is recording right now, you can read it once on the tablet and once on the phone if you're even interested in reading the chapters multiple times. So yeah, if you want to get a start on manga, like for example, that One Piece thing you've been hearing so much about, you can read the entire thing, all 1,090 chapters right here for free. If you have multiple devices multiple times, so it's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Highly recommend. There's also the thing called light novels, which is just straight up text, just like a regular book. And also a lot of anime are based on those, and you can read those if you want. Hopefully I didn't open a fucking weird page on the manga. Was there some weird shit on there? Did I spoil something? Fucking hell. Now, lastly, I want to recommend to you, if you want to get more into the community aspect of anime, right now I don't think there's too great of an infrastructure for community in the anime sphere, but you can go on the r/anime subreddit. There's a lot of discussion going on over there, and I go there occasionally. And if you want to watch... So, originally in this pod, I was going to recommend a bunch of anime YouTubers, but not gonna lie, I kind of realized that I don't really consistently watch any of these motherfuckers, and I kind of ended up shit-talking a few of them. So, you know, instead of telling you to fucking go watch other people, just watch my channel. I upload every time there's a new season of No Game No Life. So, yeah, you're good with just me. So yeah, I hope you have fun starting to get into this hobby of watching anime, become part of the community, and you know what, maybe you can subscribe to my channel and become a member of this community. I'll try to make more videos in the future and upload more. Hope to see you there. So at the end of this video, you know, I told you all about how to get into anime, but you know, the more important question is probably why should you get into anime? Why would you even do this to yourself? And the answer is actually quite simple.
Because it's so much fun, Chan. Get it?